In the last 1 year, we've had more than 50 people raised from the dead. More than 50 people raised from the dead.
And I expect that today, when such things happen, if they really happen, they should be verified.
Welcome to Pastor's Hub. In this video, Dr. Abel Damina has again tackled Christ Embassy's pastor, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, over his claim that he has raised about 50 dead persons this year alone. He has raised over 50 dead persons from the dead this year, and this is awesome. And Dr. Abel Damina has claimed that this kind of claim is not verifiable, that these miracles that he's talking about cannot be verified, that if it is true according to Abel Damina, CNN will have carried it, it will have been everywhere, that if any man of God raised 50 people from the dead, that will have been a big deal, that it will go viral. Everywhere will be shaking. People will hear it in Nigeria, they will hear it in abroad, they will hear it all over the world, that this kind of miracle is not a miracle that you can hide. Raising 50 people from the dead within a year. Dr. Abel Damina has disagreed with Pastor Chris Oyakhilome over this claim, and this is what I know about you working for God. God is the one that has called Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. If he's making a claim that is not true, we leave him to God who has called him. God is the judge, we are not the judge, so we cannot be telling him that what he has said is right or wrong. We will leave Pastor Chris Oyakhilome with his God. Let God be the judge. The God who has called him, let him be the judge. But Dr. Abel Damina has said no, that he's not going to allow God to do the judgment, and he has come out to say this kind of claim is not verifiable, that it cannot be true, that Pastor Chris Oyakhilome has raised 50 people from the dead within a year. I want you to watch this video and hear what Pastor Chris Oyakhilome said, that he has raised 50 persons from the dead even within a year, and the reply given by Dr. Abel Damina over this claim of miracle, that these miracles are not verifiable. Watch this video. Don't forget to send in your comments and let us talk about this, and also please subscribe to our channel for more updates. I will see you next time. God bless you.
In the last 1 year, we've had more than 50 people raised from the dead. More than 50 people raised from the dead within the last 1 year. More than 50 people. How do you explain such things? Both old and young. How do you explain them? In various countries, how can you explain? What will you use to explain them? Including the ones that happen inside the hospital, to the amazement of doctors and nurses. How do you explain?
Again, this Christ Embassy, Chris himself said a couple of months ago that he's raised over 50 people from the dead this year alone. And what I am not comfortable with is the fact that we've not been able to identify one person.
You know, I believe in miracles, Kel. I've seen miracles. I've experienced miracles in my life. But sometimes it's good to be very careful some things people say, because like I always say, miracles are not exclusive to Christianity. I mean, we've had miracles in the book of Exodus when Moses came with the rod. The Bible tells us the astrologers, the necromancers also brought their own rod. They also performed their own miracles. So miracles are not exclusive to Christianity. There is only one thing exclusive to Christianity, which is the message, the gospel. That's what we have exclusive, and that is what we're mandated to preach. And when we preach that, miracles, you know, God performs miracles because he loves people. But exaggeration must not be used, because that's deception. Exaggeration. If God raised 50 people from the dead, it's a wonderful thing, but it's something that the world news media will carry, because that's unusual. CNN will carry, BBC will carry, NTA will carry, newspapers will carry. Interviews will be done to the families of these people who came back from the dead. Just like Lazarus. Everybody knew Lazarus died for 4 days. Jesus brought him. It was verifiable. Miracles must be verifiable. And that is the way the scriptures, even Jesus will tell some people, now that I've healed you, go and show yourself to the priest. Go and verify what I have done. Let the authorities of the land confirm that what we have done is valid. This is Jesus himself. He did that. And I expect that today, when such things happen, if they really happen, they should be verified.